Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I love that song.
It's the best. You can never go wrong when you go deep to the heart of Texas.
President Trump was upset that they allowed the New York Stock Exchange to go to Texas and open up another New York Stock Exchange down there.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, let's go to Congressman Brandon Gill about that, and also, obviously, all this battle that's happening on Capitol Hill over ICE funding. Take it away, Congressman.
Well, thanks for having me. Texas is the soon to be the greatest economy in the country, and we'd certainly welcome good, productive businesses down here. I'll tell you that it is a business-friendly place to be.
How much is the price of gasoline in Texas? $1.99? How much is it?
It's not far from that.
Okay, it's only $4.50.
New York, I'll tell you that.
It's only $4.50 in California.
Drill, baby, drill. And but you know, we've got a lot going on here in the next year. In the next week or so. With this DHS funding bill, it looks like the Democrats are going to hold the bill hostage because what they want to do is anything they possibly can, use any ounce of leverage they can to stop President Trump's immigration agenda. And if that means cutting an appropriations bill that they had already agreed to, I mean, this is a bill, remember, that House Republicans and Senate Democrats have already had already come to an agreement on it. And if it means reneging on that agreement and killing the bill, I think Democrats seem to be willing to do that and putting the government into a partial shutdown. I think it's disgraceful. But I think that it is incumbent on Republicans to not back down to these kinds of, low end tactics. We were elected to secure the border and to keep the American people safe, and we're going to keep doing that.
Judge Weinberg.
Congressman, good to talk to you again. What people are forgetting about is there's also a continuing terrorist threat against this country. So they're going to cut off the funding that helps protect the American people from a foreign terrorist threat. Is that what they want to do?
Well, listen, it's a $60 billion Department of Homeland Security appropriations bill. Only about 10 of that goes to ICE, and there's all kinds of other programs, counterterrorism, FEMA, that are funded in that. And I know New York is used to ice and snow, but Texas is not. And right now we're snowed in. And luckily the grid has held up. But if it didn't, FEMA might be pretty important for us right now, to say the least.
The other thing, Congressman, it's TSA, right? It's TSA's also in there.
It's TSA. Exactly. You're gonna have another. We had this in the first shutdown where you had TSA agents who are working for over a month without getting paid. That doesn't make the American people safer. And I find it astounding that Democrats are willing to put TSA agents and Homeland Security agents through all of this again to score some kind of cheap political point. But, I think the reason is that they see immigration as an existential political issue. And they're willing to go to any lengths, even if that means thwarting counterterrorism efforts or making, good people, TSA agents working without pay. They're willing to do it.
Craig Eaton.
Congressman, I think a lot of this has to do with the midterms. I think they're looking for issues so that they can anger the American people. I mean, safety and security in America isn't a Democratic thing. It's not a Republican thing. It's an American thing. Do they want us to open up the borders again? Do they want us to not stop? Do they want us to not deport dangerous migrants that have come in when our borders were open? I mean, we have to make sure that Americans are safe and secure.
You're exactly right. And, every American, it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you want to live in a community that's safe, where you can go out, jogging in the morning and not have to worry about some illegal alien gangbanger, murdering or raping you. You want to be able to send your kids to school in the morning and not have to worry about the school being flooded with fentanyl from foreign countries because we have an open border, because we've had open borders for so long. You want to be able to go to work and have a good paying job because you don't have massive amounts of low-skilled labor coming into the country that are depressing your wages. I mean, these are the things that everybody wants. And but the Democrats seem to be just adamantly opposed to anything that we do that would keep our communities safe, that would secure the border, that would deport criminal illegal aliens. I mean, 70% of illegal aliens arrested in the United States have either been convicted of a crime or have criminal charges pressed against them. 70%. I mean, that is an astounding number. And you would think the Democrats would look at that and they would say, this is great that we're getting these people off of our streets. This will make our communities safer. But they're not. It's incredible.
What happens is they are twisting words. They're basically, letting people know that they're out there just grabbing every hardworking, undocumented immigrant and shipping them out. And that's not the case.
And you guys, the vitriol too. Let's not forget the vitriol. And that's what's so concerning, Fernando and Congressman Brandon Gill, is the vitriol is, it's murder. They're kidnapping off the street. They're not just saying they're taking them. They're making it sound like these people are the worst of the worst. Tim Walz himself, by the way, came out and said, you shouldn't call ICE law enforcement. They don't qualify as law enforcement.
They use the term murder.
Right.
They accuse these people of murder. This is not murder.
I mean, this is shocking, Congressman.
There's a lot of hardworking, undocumented immigrants that have been in this country for 20, 30, 40 years, never committed a crime. Those are not the targets. Our people, our community, our small businesses need to know and understand that Trump isn't out there trying to get those people out of the country. He's trying to get those that come here to rob us, murder us, kill us. It's the bad undocumented immigrants that we need to get out of here, not the hardworking ones.
Congressman?
Well, listen, I think that what the president is doing is he's been prioritizing the people who, anybody who's in the country illegally is subject to deportation. But the president's been very clear that they are first going after the people who have committed crimes. Again, 70% of those who have been apprehended are either have criminal charges pressed against them or are convicted criminals. I mean, that is such an astounding number. And that is because the president has been prioritizing public safety, cleaning up our streets, making sure that we don't have communities overrun by foreign gangbangers who are running drugs and fentanyl in our schools. And that's exactly what the American people want.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, before we let you go real quick, give us an update on Jack Smith.
Yeah, we had Jack Smith in Judiciary Committee last week, and listen, that guy is a piece of work. And this is a guy who just weaponized that entire investigation to go after President Trump, who walked all over the Constitution, who relied on testimony from Cassidy Hutchinson or the January 6th committee, stuff that was totally bogus to justify trying to interfere with the 2024 elections. What I asked him about whenever he was before us last week was the non-disclosure orders that he had solicited from judges, referring to Speaker Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, Republican Speaker, as a flight risk. I mean, that is insane. And in my opinion, entirely fraudulent, as well as the subpoenas that he had issued for toll records for sitting United States congressmen and sitting senators while they were carrying out their core legislative duties. I mean, this is
including the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Including the Speaker of the House. I mean, it's really astounding. And he knew the entire time. And we saw his own internal legal analysis. They knew that what they were doing was likely illegal. In their own memorandum, it said that we believe that there is litigation risk here, but they basically determined that we're not charging Kevin McCarthy. We're going to concoct some novel legal theory that's never been upheld in any court ever. we're going to use that as justification, and we're going to file these NDO orders. So even if what we're doing is illegal, nobody's going to know about it anyway.
Thank you for coming on. We have to take a network break. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
It's the perfect time to replace that beast in your basement, your old inefficient boiler, with a highly efficient Peerless boiler. Peerless boilers, they're a perfect match for homes, apartments, commercial buildings, you name it. Get the heat and hot water you need efficiently and save big on your energy bill all year long. Learn more about the entire Peerless Boilers family of products, and to find a local installer near you, visit peerlessboilers.com. And remember, my guy Pete Morgan, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers, peerlessboilers.com.